Hi, I'm Karen Fowler with Pronounce Success, and I'm an English pronunciation and accent specialist. I teach people how to speak English the way they've always wanted, clearly and confidently. And in this video, I'm going to be discussing how we say can versus can't in sentences, and it might not be as obvious as you think. Now, before we get started, I want to make sure that I explain that I'm going to be giving these pronunciation tips from a North American English perspective. So how we say can versus can't, the way you would hear it in the United States and Canada. Now, if you take a look at the words can versus can't, they're spelled pretty much exactly the same, except for that T on the end. However, they don't sound the same when we put them in a sentence. If we start with the word can, one thing you need to know is that the vowel sound will change from a to it. So it will become can will become kin in a sentence. See if you can hear it as kin in the following examples. Are you ready? I can do that for you. Sure, yeah, I can do that. Or she can help you right over there. She can help you. Or, can you get that for me, please? Can you get that? Kin. Can becomes kin. Could you hear that? Moving on to the word can't. In this word, the vowel sound doesn't change. It keeps the a sound, but North American English speakers will drop the T sound at the end of this word if we put it in the middle of a sentence. So it will really sound more like can. See if you can hear that in the following examples. Are you ready? I can't go. I'm too busy. I can't go. Or, he can't decide what he wants. He just doesn't know. He can't decide. Or, my dog can't hear anymore. She's old and she can't hear. Could you hear how that T sound isn't really in there? Can't sounds more like can't. Now, this can cause confusion even for native English speakers, and sometimes we need to ask for clarification when we hear it. And the way we do that is obviously much more clearer than how we said it in the first place. When we want clarification, we might say, did you say you can or you can't? In this instance, we will keep the vowel sound as a in the word can, and we will stretch out the vowel sound even longer in the word can't, and we'll make sure you can hear that T sound. So if I'm seeking clarification, it will sound like, did you say you can go or you can't go? Can, can't. There you have it. That is the different ways you pronounce can versus can't in sentences. Hopefully you found that speech tip helpful. If you head on over to my website by clicking the link below, you can find more examples of how to use can versus can't in a sentence with recordings that you can practice along. And you can also subscribe to my YouTube channel for more of these English speech tips, or you can click the link that will allow these videos and other English speech tips to come directly to your inbox. Until next time, thanks for watching.